Ako,
Yun lang,
I had
nagsiksikan sila.
occasion to go around,
Nagsiksikan sila.
I
Sa
had
mga
occasion
sasakyan,
to go
nagsiksikan sila.
around Commonwealth. Commonwealth, eh, talagang ramdam mo talaga, dumami na talaga yung kotse. Pagkatapos sila yung Luchi, from Commonwealth, if you turn to Luzon, papuntang Congressional, yung Congressional Road, papuntang Novaliches, papuntang Mindanao Avenue, so yun, punong-puno, nag-traffic talaga doon. Kasi
Punong-puno ng
puno, mga trucks.
private vehicles.
Private vehicles, but also trucks. That artery in particular, the C5 artery in particular, in particular leading to NLEX, punong-puno yun. You imagine because the supply chain is also moving, hindi lang yung mga tao. So in that particular artery, mga trucks yung nagdadaanan.
Yeah, hindi pala natuloy, Ed, yung sa gitna, doon nila ilalagay yung bus. Hindi
Ay,
nila
hindi. Natuloy yung yellow lane.
Natuloy
Natuloy yung yellow lane, pero modified. They modified it over the weekend, pero natuloy yung yellow lane. I think they only had 4 bus stops that were operational during the day. And these were North Avenue, Quezon Avenue, Ayala, and then Taft. So yung yellow lane, in effect, for the bus dun sa left side, from Quezon Avenue down to Ayala. Pero from North Avenue to Quezon Avenue, nasa right side naman yung bus, hindi left side. And the same goes for Ayala to ano. So mas konti yung iniba nila over the weekend. Kasi pala naman yung stops eh. So it was still easy to regulate kahit paano. Kapansin-pansin din kasi today when I went out today going to the office, yung yellow lane, the left side of the road, yung the one the new yellow lane right beside the MRT, napakaluwag kasi walang dumadaan. Lahat nagsiksikan, lahat ng mga vehicles nagsiksikan doon sa right side.
Bakit?
Well, because we only had a limited number of buses today. So I think we were only deploying 90 buses thereabouts today.
Yes.
Yeah, not the typical 4,000.
Hindi daw yata nila natapos yung building ng shed.
Yeah, they're still building the sheds. So hindi pa siya fully operational.
That was very clear. Nung Sunday, I went for my test dyan sa TV5. So finally, my opportunity to have a rapid test kit for myself from Quezon City to Mandaluyong. Kita mo talaga, nagtitibag pa eh. Yung sinasabi nila na gagawing istasyon, pagka raw merong MRT station, that's convenient kasi doon magtitibag lang, pwede bumaba. But one day before the opening of GCQ, one day before June 1, nagtitibag pa, napakalayo pa if there were still any plans to make that a bus station for people.
Well, pwede na natin kumustahin yung guest natin. Ano mga bagong binabalak pa nila within the week. First day pa lang naman. We can we can invite our guest in na siguro.
Yeah, sige. Let's bring in tonight's guest, MMDA General Manager Jojo Garcia. I think we were talking to him just last week, just before the weekend.
Yes, Friday.
Sir, GM Garcia, thank you again for joining us. Thank you for your presence in the show.
Good evening.
Good evening po.
Good evening po.
Good evening.
Sir, well, of course, we need to ask you your assessment of the first day of the whole new traffic setup. But then again, even the new traffic setup is not fully implemented yet. So, first of all, your assessment of the new traffic setup and what you intend to change or revise for the second and third days, seeing how gaano karami yung mga tao nag-iintay ng mga sasakyan, at least in the first day's morning.
Okay, good evening, Sir Ed, Sir Roby, Ma'am Lucy, Ma'am Ami. Good evening to all your viewers. Of course, first day ng ating GCQ, na-promote ka tayo ng GCQ, madami talagang, Bert page, daming pagbabago. And of course, nagka-traffic na rin tayo kasi nga naglabasa na yung mga sasakyan, going to work or yung iba siguro, baka may namasyal pa rin dyan. So far naman po, yung what we're expecting, yan pa rin po. Yung sinasabi niyo po kanina, na yung binaliktad natin, ang yellow lane nasa left side na, may 90 bus po tayo dyan, pero hindi pa ito yung regular bus. Kumbaga ito yung to augment the MRT. Dahil alam naman po natin na reduce capacity ating MRT. So to help, kasi 20% lang yan. So itong ating pong bus augmentation na to na 90 buses, I think this was leased by MRT to help them. Meron tayong 4 na stations sa north, dito sa North Avenue and Quezon Boulevard. And then yan, dire-diretso na yan, nasa left lane na, wala silang, walang traffic, may dedicated lane. Ang first stop nila is Ayala and then going to Taft. So just the same, pabalik, Taft, Ayala, then papunta na po ng Quezon Boulevard and then North Avenue. The reason we put the special lane for them, kasi nga, kailangan yung biyahe ng MRT, magawa din nila eh. Kumbaga same time yung time travel nila. So that the people na hindi na maabala. No? May tumatawag dyan.
Sorry, sir.
Okay lang, sir.
Hindi ko mapigilan yung mga aso. Sa akin yun. May kulpa.
GM, ano po ang limitasyon natin ngayon sa mga istasyon? Bakit lumaktaw tayo ng Cubao, lumaktaw tayo ng Mandaluyong, lumaktaw tayo ng Ortigas? Ano po, what's limiting us at this point?
Okay, first nga is yung augmentation lang tayo ng MRT, no? Ang naging ang client natin dito, or ang pasayero natin, yung diretso, North Avenue to Ayala, and Quezon Boulevard to Ayala or Taft, no? Para at least yung mga gitnang stations, dito sila sasakay sa MRT na, para makababa sila sa Macabao Station, sa Shaw Station, yung mga ganyan, no? I-spread natin para may express tayo going there. Pero ang future natin dyan, kaya nga pag nakita nyo, no, may construction right now, yung gagawin nating bus stops talaga, nasa middle lane na. Kasi nga, ang challenge natin dito, yung pito ng bus natin nasa right side, no?
Yes.
So hindi mo naman sila pwede mababa sa second lane, first lane, delikado yan. So we need to put all buses on the center, sa middle, no? Para regardless kung left or right ang pito niya, safe po yung mga pasahero natin. So ngayon, may mga nagtatanong nga na sinabi, hindi pa handa, but sinimula na, no, ng first day. Yes. Actually, ang reason dito is, tandaan natin, naggaling tayo ng ECQ and MECQ, no? During ECQ and modified ECQ, walang construction po, bawal, hindi pwede. So naka-plan out lang yan, actually 2 years na nga naka-plan out yan, no? Just also to comment si Senator Pacquiao, isa sa nag-spear and do ng project na yan last year pa, no? Kaya nga, sinimulan lang natin gawin na during the MECQ, kaya nakita natin, dahan-dahan, no? And of course, no? Sa first phase natin, meron lang tayong, I think, 15 stations, ano? May 5 na MRT, may 2 LRT, and then naghanap po kami ng mga may footbridge ng MMDA na may base sa gitna. Meaning, yung MRT natin nasa taas, yung baba niyan may mga malalapad na base, hatiin natin yung existing na footbridge, halagyan na station pababa for safety. Ngayon, iniisip nyo, ba't parang ginawan lang ng paraan? No? This is only temporary. No? Meaning, sanayin muna natin yung mga tao na yung ugali nila na stop and go anywhere they can load, unload yung mga bus natin, ang tao nasa kalsada. Well, with this kind of configuration, wala na pong taong tatambay sa bangketa. Hindi na po pwede yung pagpara mo, door to door kayo na 3 hakbang yun na yung pupuntahan mo. No? We need to change, no, yung behavior and yung ugali ng tao na para kung saan-saan, baba ng baba kung saan-saan. No? Kailangan pumila tayo, no, because of physical distancing, pumila tayo sa mga loading unloading base. At remember, no, GCQ tayo ngayon, meaning community quarantine pa rin tayo eh. May restrictions pa rin. Hindi porket nag-GCQ tayo, nawala na yung COVID. Existing ang COVID, no? That's why ang priority natin, no, lalo na sa transportation, is yung safety and yung health. Second priority na lang natin yung paano makapag-travel ang tao from point A to point B, no? Yeah, just showing sa picture show anong physical distancing dyan, no? Kasi minsan nawawala ang focus ng tao. Yung eagerness nila to go out and makarating sa pararatingan nila, nalilimutan nila may COVID eh. Why are we doing this eh? So that's why we keep on reminding people, no? Ang first priority nyo po dapat yung safety nyo and yung health nyo bago yung makarating kayo kung saan pa. Then, this morning, we have also a problem with commuters, no? Alam naman natin, walang bus, walang traditional jeep. Ang pinagandaan natin, yung EDSA loop, no? Yung mga main thoroughfares. And of course, ang mga tao, paano pupunta sa EDSA kung galing ka ng Commonwealth? Kasi nga, walang public transportation. Right. That's why, this morning, nag-deploy tayo ng, I think, 80, no? Or less than. So, ang AFP po, katulong natin dito, yung JTF, no? Actually, kagabi pa lang, nag-meeting na kami nila, Secretary Galvez and Chairman Lim, paano ang deployment. Kasi nga, may metro base ang MMDA, sa amin nilagay yung lead, para kung sa madaming tao nakita sa camera, magdi-deploy tayo. May turong din po rito ang DOTr, no? kay Yusek Ochi na may mga bus din silang nakaredy. So yan,
Mr. Garcia, Mr. Garcia, yung mga nakikita nating pictures na yan, actually kaya nakalimutan yung physical distancing. Kasi nga kulang na kulang yung
Tama po.
yung mga mass transport. Saka in-interview yung mga tao, sabi nila inabot na daw silang 2 hours, 3
oras.
4 hours. Kaya
Yeah.
nagkakagulo na ganon. Ano bang pwedeng asahan ng mga tao within the week siguro? Ayan, mga 2, 3, 4 days. Ano pwede nating maasahan dyan?
Actually, kausap ko po kanina lang si Chairman Delgar ng LTFRB. Magkakaroon sila ng mga special permits, no? Diyan sa mga kalsada na yan. I think tomorrow may bagong ruta tayo para galing ng Commonwealth, makarating na EDSA. Sabi ko nga, no, kumbaga sabi rin ni Secretary Togade, i-moderate natin, unti-unti ang pagbubukas, no? Kaya nga, lagi namin paulit-ulit sinasabi na we should always think, no, na yung safety kailangan moderate muna tayo. Hindi natin kailangan ibigay. We should always limit the movement of the people. Yan, katulad sa pictures na wala ang physical distancing dyan. Ano? Kasi nga, nakakalimot. Pero kung, ayan, katulad dyan ulit, ang tao nasa kalsada, dapat yan wala na sa kalsada yan. Nakapila sila sa mga loading and loading base. Ang problema nga, walang sasakyan, nag-aagawan. So ito yung kulturang binabago natin na sana wag silang mawala sa focus. No? Na ang priority natin dito is yung health. Actually, may pinakita sa aming mga curve, yung mga data, no? We're not making decisions based on sa gusto ng tao We're making decisions based on facts and numbers. Hindi pa talaga ganun ka-stable po ang ating kondisyon, ano? But sabi ko nga, the last time you interviewed me, na there's no such thing as a right decision here. Walang perfect decision because you need to balance economy and health. And we should remember, yung NCR po ang center ng COVID. At at the same time, ang NCR din po ang center ng ating ekonomiya. No? So kailangan natin magbukas unti-unti lang.
Yes, sir. We understand, sir. It is a huge undertaking. It is a huge change that we would be asking our people. Pero moving forward, and just to follow on Ami's question, I mean, looking at today, what do you think? What kind of changes do you think we will have to put into place for tomorrow, for Wednesday, for Thursday, for Friday? You know, moving forward as a way of addressing all the issues that we saw today. I think may binigit ka kanina, pero in passing pa lang yung merong mga special trips ata na gagawin. Could you tell us more about these plans that you have along the way?
Okay, sabi ko nga, no, we need to identify ano ba itong mga madaming na stranded. So nung nakita yan ng LTFRB, kumilo sila agad. I think hanggang ngayon, guess yun naman mamaya si Asek Suansing, magbibigay sila ng mga special permits na para makabiyahe dyan ng buses, no? Yung mga yan. Kaya sabi ko, work in progress yan. Unti-unti, no? Which nakita naman natin, kaya nga kagabi pa lang, alam namin pwedeng mangyari yan. Nagpa-deploy kami ng libreng sakay nung umaga pa lang. Ano? Pero of course, hindi mo pwedeng araw-araw yung libreng sakay. We need really to address din yung need ng tao. Kaya nga, we're also happy na ang DOTr po gumalaw na rin, nagbibigay sila mga special permit, nire-review nila anong ruta ang pwedeng lagyan ng mga temporary buses.
So sir, ano-anong mga hakbang ang balak niyong gawin? Halimbawa, dadagdagan niyo ba ang bilang ng mga bus? Dadagdagan niyo ba yung bilang ng mga bus stop? Ano-ano ang gagawin niyo?
Okay. Ang target po talaga, I think nagsalita na rin ang DOTr, na by June 21, mababago na lahat yan, pati yung mga ruta. No? Magbubukas na tayo unti-unti. Of course, no? Dependent pa rin sa numero, sa data. No? Kung tayo may gagraduate na sa modified GCQ. Kasi sabi, yun nga yung topic ko namin kanina. No? Nasanay lang ang tao na every 2 weeks may nangyayaring pagbabago. Pero yung pag-declare po ng modified ECQ to GCQ, hindi po number of days ang tinitingnan dyan. Ang tinitingnan po dyan yung datos, yung numero, yung curve natin kung nag-flatten na yan. So let's say by June 21, no, hindi po talaga ma-spread. Kumbaga, wala tayong second wave, nag-ingat po tayo. Yung mga tao, maalala nila na may COVID. Yan na po, ang target po namin dito sa EDSA, no, siguro, by June 21, may mga bukas na tayo, mga loading and loading base. Para yung ating regular city bus, makapasok na dyan. No? Alam din natin na may route may pagbabago sa mga ruta ng bus ngayon. I think I explained it also last week. Now, before we have more than 80 routes in NCR alone. 60 plus of those dumadaan ng EDSA, no? So pag kinumpute mo yung 4,000 plus bus, talagang napakadaming dumadaan ng EDSA. Kaya ang ginawa nating design, meaning ng DOTr pala, no, ng LTFRB, is per route na bawat kalsada, no? Meaning ang EDSA, isang ruta na lang siya, ikot na lang ng ikot yung mga bus dyan. Ang alam ko, target nila is 600 buses na lang, no? Pag talagang umayos tayo. So, meaning from 4,000 bus na dumadaan dyan, 600 na lang. Madede-congest talaga yan, no? Yung ating yellow lane at ang makikinabang commuters. Ngayon, pag yung mga routes yan, kanya-kanyang ruta yan, parang rotonda, bibilis ang biyahe niyan kasi madede-congest tayo. Kaya yung sinasabi nila dati na paghapon punong-punong ang bus, ang daming tao sa kalsada, mawawala yan eh. Hindi yung kulang ang bus natin. Matagal lang ang turnaround kasi nga sa traffic. Pero kung ito lahat parang rotonda, ikot lang ng ikot, I think, no, magkakasya po lahat. No?
GM, understandable naman po that we keep talking about EDSA. In fact, from the start hanggang ngayon, EDSA pa lang yung pinag-uusapan natin. How do all the other streets, all the side streets factor into the traffic scheme that you're looking at?
Okay, unang-una po, no, nagtawag po ako sa mga LGUs natin nung Sunday po, Saturday and Sunday, binilihan ko po lahat ng barangay na yung mga sinara nila during ECQ and MECQ na primary, secondary roads, buksan na yan. No? Kasi para yung mga alternate routes natin, magamit na natin. So, nag-open naman po sila. Sa iba pong mga kalsada natin, the same, no? I mean, pag nabago po talaga, ito yung na-expect namin eh. Pag nabago yung mga ruta, nagkaroon sila ng kanya-kanya kalsada, definitely, madede-congest po yung ating mga kalsada. No? Kasi hindi pwedeng lahat ng kalsada daanan ng lahat ng ruta. Meaning, kailangan kanya-kanya sila para rotonda type. So, mababawasan po talaga yan. Ang hawak naman po ng MMDA ngayon ay yung mga national road lang eh. At least 7 lang at ang hawak namin eh. EDSA, Ross Boulevard, Commonwealth, Marcos Highway, Quezon Boulevard, yan, C5, yan yung mahawak namin. But yung mga LGUs natin, kailangan naka-coordinate kami. Just like before, no? Sabi ko nga, hindi naman pwedeng ang EDSA paluluwagin natin, pero yung mag-exit ka ng EDSA, yung mga secondary roads, barado. Kaya po, actually, kaya nagka-traffic sa EDSA, not because yung EDSA nandun lahat ng tao eh. Kasi yung mga exit point going out of EDSA, doon may traffic, kaya nagbabara yung EDSA natin. That's why napakalaki po ng participation dito ng mga local government units kasi nga yung mga side street, secondary road, sa kanila po yan eh, hindi na po sa amin.
Mr. Garcia, yung mga operators and drivers ng traditional jeepneys, nagrereklamo sila na mukha daw wala ng balak ang gobyerno ibalik sila kasi after 2 weeks ang pababalikin nyo yung mga e-jeep lang, di ba? E-jeepney. Tama ba yung kinatatakutan ng mga regular jeepney drivers na yon na mukhang i-phase out na daw sila, yun ang inaalala nila ngayon. Mukhang hindi na daw sila makakabalik, at least sa Metro Manila. Ha?
Okay. Unang-una po, DOTr ko. Sa DOTr po talaga yan. Sa enforcement lang kami. Ang policy natin is DOTr, LTO, and LTFRB. Ngayon, sa pagkaintindi ko po, may hierarchy po sila ng mga papayagan sa simula. No? Of course, number 1, yung bus, madaming laman. Second is yung ating modern jeep. And then pag kinulang po sa papasok yung ating mga traditional jeep. I think DOTr is the best to answer those questions.
Sir, what about for private vehicles? Can you expound on this modified coding system? Ano pong papayagan? Yeah.
Okay. Ganito po. Actually, naging...
Sir.
Okay. Actually, ang Makati, nagpapasalamat kami kay Mayor Abby. Sinimulan niya na kanina yung modified coding. Hello,
Ano
yes. Sabi ko,
yes.
I'm thankful to Mayor Abby Binay dahil kanina po, nagsimula na yung kanyang modified coding. No? So, ano ba itong modified coding? Yeah. Kasi nagtataka kami, ang dami nagre-reklamo. No? Sabi ko nga, kahit anong ihain mo sa tao, may reklamo yan eh. Unang-una, before the COVID, no, pag coding ka, hindi mo talaga pwede gamitin yung kotse mo. Nakaparada lang yan. Hindi mo pwede gamitin yan kahit 5 pa laman nyo, bawal gamitin yan. So ngayon, pag nag-modified coding tayo, papayagan na namin gamitin yung kotse mo during coding. Kaya lang, ang kondisyon, kailangan at least dalawa kayo sa loob. No? Kasi ang purpose natin dito, to maximize all vehicles na nasa kalsada natin. Alam naman natin, limited ang ating public transportation. So at least yung mga coding vehicles, imbis na nakaparada lang yan dyan, paggamit na natin. Pero dapat, dalawa kayo. No? Dalawa kayo sa loob para ma-maximize natin. Hindi mo namin sinasabi na magsakay kayo ng stranger o hindi nyo kilala. No? Ang ina-enganyo namin dito yung carpooling. Kung nasa office kayo, halos magkapit-bahay kayo, along the way kayo, or anak mo, or asawa mo, imbis na magdala ng ibang sasakyan, isa na lang kayo. No? Kasi nga, pag natuto po tayo rito, during coding lang pa, ito yung sinasabi namin, hindi araw-araw to. Araw-araw, pag coding ka. No? Imbis na hindi mo gamitin, incentive mo para maggamit yan, magsakay ka to maximize. Okay. Kasi pag nasanay ang tao, no? Ang ina-expect namin, baka kahit hindi ka coding, magsakay ka na lang dahil nakita mo mas matipid sa gas, nakahati ka. At we really need to help. No? Sabi ko nga, ano ba problema ng traffic before COVID? Number one is really the volume. Yes, sorry.
GM, paano naman
Yes,
po
sir.
yung mga nagbibisikleta? There's a growing movement of people, matagal na yan, yung mga nag-advocate for dedicated and protected bike lanes. May plans po ba tayo to accommodate and to protect the bike users?
Sorry. Yeah.
Robbie, ulitin mo siguro.
Yeah.
Paano po yung mga nagbibisikleta? Do we have accommodations for people who are advocating for protected bike lanes?
Hindi yata narinig. Mr. Garcia.
Sir, can you hear us, sir?
Mr. Garcia. Can you hear
us?
Nawala yata siya.
Nawala at ang audio ni sir. Sir, can you hear us?
Ayan na.
Sir, can you hear us?
Yes. Maganda po ang plano natin sa bike lane.
Kumusta po yung kanina?
Bike lane, yes.
Bike. Ang dami kanina cyclista. Kumusta yung...
Yes, sir.
Itutuloy niyo po ba yung...
Yes, sir. We have a plan. We have a good plan. We support. No? Ang DOTr po.
Nawawala siya.
Yes,
Super delay data yung ano natin.
Yes.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Sige lang, sir.
No, I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you. Yes. Regarding bike lane, yes? Regarding bike lane? Hello?
Yes. Itutuloy niyo po ba considering what you saw today? Kasi ang dami-daming mga cyclist ngayon sa kalye. Itutuloy niyo po ba yung balak na special bike lanes? Especially along EDSA.
Yes, ma'am. We have plans on bike lanes. No? Sa bike lanes, may plano po tayo dyan. Maganda.
Sa nakita niyo po ngayong araw,
maganda po yung plano natin.
nawawala talaga siya.
No, I think may delay.
May
Malaki
delay.
yung delay
Grabe yung
natin.
delay.
As in super delay.
Mga 30 seconds.
Para tayong natatraffic din, ha?
Pero ang dami talaga kanina mga nagpa-bicycle, mga kuha na sa TV.
Hindi lang yan. I've been seeing on social media, hindi lang maraming nagbibisikleta. Dinadagsa ang bike shops. Ang daming bumibili.
Dito sa amin,
may nag-exploit nga eh. Binibili lahat, tapos binebenta ulit na ang laki ng patong.
may report nga na nagpapagobierno at laging na price control. Price control daw ang bicycle. Ayan na, balik na
Sir.
Mr. Garcia.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry,
Okay.
nagda-down po yung internet. Sorry po talaga.
Yes, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Bike lane po, maganda po ang programa natin dyan. Okay? Unang-una, ang ating mga local government units, meron na pong bike lane. Yung Pasig, Marikina, Quezon City, halos lahat yan meron. The problem is, sa city lang nila. So, ang trabaho po namin sa national government, i-connect po lahat yan. So, sa EDSA po, may plano tayo dyan. Pero ang bilin lang po namin, of course, uunahin natin yung safety. Hanggat wala po ang bike lane, bawal muna kayo sa national road. Kasi iniisip po namin talaga yung safety nyo. Pero ngayon po, inaayos na namin yung plano. Itatabi natin sa bangketa yan, mataas din siya. Siguro mga 6 inches. Lalagyan natin ng bowlers yan. So magkakaroon po, inaayos na po namin. Hopefully po, within the next few weeks, makakita na kayo ng construction dyan. But we really support yung mga bike lanes po.
Pero
Okay.
sir, parang may confusing part dun kasi just last week I remember seeing si Bong Nebriha putting up a pop-up bike lane along EDSA, and I thought that was already going to be policy. So but now what we're hearing from you is that right now it's
Yes.
still illegal or still not allowed. So which really is which?
Nag-delay ulit tayo.
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Garcia.
Yes. Okay,
Yes, sir.
una po, hindi po safe. Pagka yung red codes lang, alam naman natin yung private vehicle, papasukin at papasukin yan eh. We really need to give a special lane for bike lanes. Gagawin po natin yan. Hindi mo pwede na para pag-ubrahin mo lang na codes lang. It's really impossible. Delikado yan. No? We need to put a dedicated bike lane for bikes. Yan po yung gagawin natin. Nung tinesting lang yan, may event lang po yun, kaya natin pinayagan dahil walang sasakyan. We don't want to compromise the safety of our riders, bicycle riders. Isa lang ang masagasaan dyan, sayang po yung proyekto natin. So we're going to put a standard, yung international standard na bike lanes before natin payagan yan sa mga national roads.
Alright.
Okay, at least that is clear kasi parang may may dissonance, parang may conflict dun sa messaging at first na on one hand si Bong Nebria last week was putting up these pop-up lanes, tapos it turns out na hindi pa pala time for that. So pero sir, as of now it is not what MMDA is saying is that we should not have bikes yet along EDSA right now.
Tama po yan.
May delay.
Delay tayo.
Delayed din yung bike lanes. Antayin na lang natin.
Delayed yung bike lane. Delayed. Sige.
Sige. Well, I think that much is clear naman. Sige sir, maraming salamat po si GM Jojo Garcia ng MMDA. Thank you sir for joining us today. We hope to have you again later in the week
Yes,
as we go along.
Delikado po yan. Ayaw po natin may mamatay dyan. Opo.
Sir, thank you po. We hope to see you again later this week so we can have an update on.
Opo. Kasi we need to set international standard. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, paalam na po.
Sir, thank you. Okay, we will just pause for a break and we will be right back.
Na-delay siya.
Funny, sobra. Natatawa ako.
Paano kaya yan kapag nag-online education na sila ng mga ganito?
Lucy, nakita mo sinabi ni Alpan Lilio?
Hindi, sabi niya.
Mahirap naman daw iwang malungkot si Captain Rick.
So,
Bert Suansing, hello po.
Ibig sabihin, may dadating pa.
na babae. Ano?
Hindi, yung sarento, malaki labi.
Yung sarento.
Hi, sir.
Bert Suansing, naririnig
Hi,
po ba?
Asek po ba?
Hi, sir.
Padagdag.
Di raw magpapa-interview, Robbie.
Hindi.
Hiningi ko na yan.
Nauubusan na English yun eh.
At 1 minute lang, 1 minute
Nauubusan na
lang.
English yun.
Language barrier.
Baka mapahiya lang siya sa akin.
Pahiya naman ako sa'yo. Tama na, naririnig tayo, ha?
Amin, no?
Yes, good evening sir. Naririnig nyo kami? Asek?
Hi, sir.
Yes, good evening. Good evening.
Yes,
Good evening po. Welcome po.
Welcome again.
Sir, nanonood ba kayo ng Korean Novela?
Sige, bumper na po ako. Ma'am Ami, ikaw po yung intro.
Sige.
Okay. Welcome back to this special episode of The Chiefs. We're still talking about the first day of GCQ in Metro Manila, and we were discussing the stranded commuters and the transport sector. Kaya tamang-tama po, we'd like to welcome the Department of Transportation Assistant Secretary Bert Suansing. Good evening po, ASEC Suansing. Welcome back to The Chiefs. Tinatanong po namin kanina yung MMDA, kinukumusta namin, ang dami-dami pong stranded. Ano po yung assessment nyo, the first day of GCQ from the DOTr side po?
Tama po. Tama po kayo. Marami pong stranded kanina. In fact, we're expecting that na mangyari, no? Because alam namin na maraming tao lalabas. But then, of course, ang plano nga talaga namin is going in phase yung pag-reintroduce ng public transport dito sa Metro Manila.
So paano kaya yung ang tinanong ko kanina na hindi nasagot ni Mr. Garcia yung mga operators saka drivers ng traditional jeepneys, natatakot sila na mukhang itutuloy nyo na yung kanilang phase out ngayon at hindi na sila pababalikin kahit kailan sa Metro Manila kasi after 2 weeks ang pababalikin nyo yung mga e-jeepney. Tama ba yung kanila? Is there basis for the fears?
Actually po, pinag-aaralan namin ngayon yan, Totoo po yun na may plano talaga na i-phase out yung mga traditional jeepneys. And they knew it coming, dahil 2017 pa, pinag-usapan na namin yan ng mga jeepney operators, pati yung mga leaders nila, and DOTr, when DOTr came out with yung omnibus franchising guidelines, na gusto natin mangyari, mabago yung land transportation landscape dito sa Pilipinas. We have to do away with the traditional way of doing business and transportation. Like for example, yung compensation ng mga drivers, they base it on the number of passengers that they carry. Kaya nakita nyo, nagkakarera sila sa kalsada, nag-uunahan sa pasahero. Tapos most of them, tumatakbo kahit na kalahati lang ang laman or less than 1/2 yung laman.
So you're saying mapapabilis yung pag-phase out sa kanila because of the pandemic? Mukhang matutuloy na talaga yung phase out. Yun po ba yung
Hindi naman po, Ma'am Ami, Ganito po yan. Ang timeline natin sa kanila is by June 30. Wala pa po pinag-uusapang COVID noon.
Oo nga.
By June 30, sinabi namin sa kanila, they have to consolidate their franchises and start forming a legal entity like, for example, a corporation or a cooperative, and then LTFRB will issue one franchise for them. Of course, kailangan nila magpalit ng sasakyan, and as to yung standard public utility vehicle at tawag ko dyan. Ayaw ko tawaging modernized dahil masakit sa tenga nila eh. Pero ang sabi ko, standard public utility vehicle.
Sir, by that timeline, sir, by the end of the month, wala na bali yung mga old jeepneys if you follow the timeline?
Yes, June 30. Ang sinabi namin sa kanila na sabi namin pagka by June 30, pag hindi nila kinonsolidate yung kanilang prangkisa at ma-rationalize yung kanilang prangkisa, then they lose the chance of being given another franchise to operate in that route.
Pero sir, nag-quarantine eh. So, syempre, kung ano man yung mga requisitos, baka hindi nila matapos in time for June 30. Hindi nyo ba bibigyan ng grace period yon?
They had all the time from 2017 hanggang February this year.
Oh, so...
maraming usap nang nangyari dyan, Ma'am Lucy. As I said, way back 2017 pa. Nag-uusap na kami. Meron sa kanila na nag-comply, Kasi ganito ang process niyan under the organized omnibus franchising guideline. Ang gusto namin mangyari, let's say in a jeepney route, kung
Tigil.
Sama-sama sila, no? Mag-form sila ng either a corporation or a cooperative.
So sa tansya
Sir,
ninyo,
ulitin ko lang po yung
sa tansya ninyo, gaano karami ang mga
Prioritize
hindi makakamit ng deadline nyo? Sir.
Pardon?
Sa tansya po ninyo, gaano karami ang hindi makakamit ng requirements ninyo in time for your plan?
Marami po.
O di magkukulang ng mga jeepney.
Meron naman po mag-a-apply na bago.
Sa tingin niyo po ba, hindi mo babawasan, kumbaga? Kasi, ang hirap din sir, yung mga jeepneys, yun yung papasok di ba? So, kailangan may sufficient number of them to service the commute.
Consider po namin yan, no? There are certain routes na hindi pwede pasukin ng bus. So talagang maliit na sasakyan ang gagamitin.
Papayagan po ba sa secondary routes yung mga traditional jeepney? Papayagan po ba sila sa secondary routes?
Hindi po. Ganito, Ma'am Ami, no? Ang public land transportation natin, may dalawang classification yan. Isang high capacity utility vehicle, which are the buses, and the low capacity public utility vehicle, which are called before jeepneys. But ano yan, ang tawag ko nga dyan, it's a paratransit. Ano? Paratransit yan.
So, papayagan sila?
Papayagan yun, paratransit.
Oo.
Not necessarily traditional jeepneys, but yung what I call paratransit. Because ang ginagawa natin, ini-standardize natin, yung traditional jeepney,
mawawala talaga.
It used to be, mawawala na yan dahil wala nga si standard yan. Wala nga si standard yan. Yan, when I say standardized, you have to meet yung size, yung lapad, yung taas, para yung lalo na yung taas dahil para hindi kagaya ngayon
yung mga tao sa gitna.
Gumagapang palaban. Tapos ang entry is side door, no? Yun ang standardized.
So phase out talaga sila. Phase out na talaga sila.
Yes, they knew it.
Phase out na.
Na darating yan.
Okay.
But sir, ulitin ko lang po yung konteksto nung tanong ni Lucy kanina. Your point is well taken. 2017 na pinag-uusapan ito. We had a lot of time to talk about it. But inconveniently for everybody concerned, nangyari ang COVID, tumigil ang ekonomiya. Is this really the best time to invoke that argument na hindi, tagal na natin pinag-uusapan to. Isn't this precisely abnormal times that it doesn't take away from your point na matagal na natin pinag-uusapan to. But it is a legitimate point for everybody concerned as well, di ba? But ngayon pa na kailangan natin lahat ng sasakyan.
Ganito yan, ang ginawa natin sa Metro Manila, yung LTFRB ginawa sa Metro Manila, from the 96 routes ng mga buses, we're talking about 4,600 buses that runs around Metro Manila. Yung 4,600 buses yun, 2,800 of that buses passes through EDSA every day, coming from either north of EDSA, like for example, Angat, San Jose, Santa Maria, Fairview, Maranday, then pasok yan sa EDSA, then ends up in either Baclaran, Naiya, and some are even as far as Pasita. No? Then yung iba sa ibang tanong. So what we did, binawasan natin yung number of routes from 96. We created new routes, 31 routes yan, all in all, including EDSA route. And then yung dating ruta ng jeepney, papadaanan natin sa bus. Of course, as I've said, pero mga ruta na hindi naman talaga pwedeng daanan ng bus.
Yes.
So, dadaan yung mga maliliit na sasakyan.
I see.
Merong mga small routes.
Oo.
Meron pa rin. Mga nakakailan na ba, ilan ang inaasahan yung mga, ano yung standardized jeepneys? Ilan yung inaasahan yung papasok? By in 2 weeks siguro, mga ilan yung aasahan ng mga tao? Kasi ngayon kulang na kulang yung transportation natin. Mga ilan kaya yung pwedeng asahan?
Standardized jeepneys are concerned, ang meron na ngayon yan, 2,000 plus lang yan in Metro Manila. Ma'am Lucy, we have, on the record, we have 55,000 jeepneys in Metro Manila. Pero inefficient yung ano na yun eh. In fact, over capacity yun kung kami titingnan. Ano? Kaya lang lumaki ng ganun kalaki yun because marami nag-apply, tanggap ng application ng LTFRB without really tinitingnan kung ano bang capacity noong sa kalsada.
Sir, going back to Robbie's point kanina, is it still the best time to do this considering na ang dami nahihirapan ngayon, walang trabaho, walang hanap buhay? We, of course, like Robbie said, we do understand your point na this has been in the discussion for the past 3 years. But then again, with all the realities on the ground right now, would this still be the best time na tutuluyan natin yung mga jeepney drivers at jeepney operators?
Meron pa naman silang pagkakataon na makatakbo, no? In fact, we extended it hanggang December.
In-extend. Actually, sir, yun nga yung tinatanong namin. Kung bibigyan nyo ng grace period to fulfill requirements.
Okay. Sir,
not all of them can run, ano? Yung all 55,000 of them.
So, sir, apart from rationalizing the units of mass transport that's going around, whether it's buses or jeepneys, apart from rationalizing the routes, we've spoken to some mobility experts. Robbie C. was here recently. Andy Masigan, a columnist from the Philippine Star, wrote about it recently. And they were saying, if we're going to seize the current crisis to rationalize the transport utilities and units, we might as well also change the entire business model. Specifically, they're saying, wag na tayo private franchise system and let's shift to what they're calling a service contract system. In other words, garantisado na yung sweldo sa mga operators and drivers, babayaran ng gobyerno para ikot na lang ng ikot, walang incentive ng punuan, and they become more efficient. Is this something that we're open to?
Actually, papunta tayo ron, no? Yung like for example, yung compensation ng driver. Ang gusto namin mangyari doon sa drivers, hindi nga yung kagaya ngayon na nangyayari na umaasa sila sa dami ng pasahero na kanyang kinakarga. Ang gusto namin mangyari, they're paid daily, no? Daily wage, ano? Yung mga drivers. Para nga maiwasan yung pagkakarera sa kalsada.
Pero in fact, binago na nga yan, ni-require na yan eh. Hindi ba ni-require na yan? But what the bus operators did was to offer a bonus sa mga drivers nila kapag marami silang pasahero, which amounted to the same thing. So may bago ba kayo mga patakaran for that? Nagbigay sila ng bonus
nila, no?
Yeah, so they went around it.
Umikot lang nila. Oh, they went around it. No?
So are you planning to issue a new directive? Are you planning to issue a new directive? Saka yung still on buses, yung franchises, are you planning to reduce the number of franchises of buses operating along the major thoroughfares, especially EDSA? Kasi yun ang sinasabi ng ibang lawmakers na sobrang dami daw na naibigay na franchises. Are you planning to rationalize that and reduce the number of franchises?
That's what we're doing now actually, Ma'am Ami, no? Like for example, in EDSA, we told the current operators, mag-consolidate kayo, mag-integrate kayo ng operation nyo. We will only be talking to one entity. No? So, 151 operators yan. Ang sinabi namin sa kanila, basta kung sino yung merong low floor, kasali dyan.
Anong reaction nila? Anong reaction ng industry?
Nung una, adamant, sabi namin sa kanila, we'll do it the easy way. We'll have that bid it out.
You're still talking to them? During the pandemic, you're still talking to
Yeah.
them.
And yes. In fact, nag-oblige naman sila. That's why we have buses this morning. Yun na yan. Ano na yan? Yung unified na yan. Isang franchise lang yan.
Oh.
And the same is true with the other routes.
So it's already enforced.
We're talking of
One franchise?
We're talking of
It's
31
already
franchises na from
31.
from around 151 franchises.
Oh.
And you're confident that this number will meet the needs of commuters
Well,
once we go
titingnan
full
namin yung
scale
demand,
work?
ano?
Okay.
Titingnan namin yung demand, no? Kung it will meet, ano? Kung hindi, then we'll ask them to add units. Like for example, in the case of EDSA, we assigned the authorized number of units at 550 units. So 550 units lang ang tatakbo sa EDSA.
But this
Owned
also
by DOTr.
assumes a passenger number of, ano ba yun, 1/3 of the usual under the GCQ. So, sapat na ba
Hindi
yun,
naman
sir?
one-third. Well,
Ano
hindi
ba?
naman one-third. Mga one-half. Mga
One half,
no?
okay, yeah.
50%.
Yun na nga, sir.
Ang
So,
tingin
sapat
namin,
na yun?
ang tingin namin hindi pa. O, hindi pa Ma'am Lucy. But then, ang sinabi namin will start with operating with the current number of buses that we have right now, which is 4,600 buses.
Okay, but in the short term, how do you plan to make riding the public transport a little easier on the regular commuter?
Yan.
Grabe po kanina
Pinasok na namin.
Yeah.
Yeah, talagang we expected that. We expected that. And we really calibrated the reintroduction of public transport in Metro Manila because ang tinitingnan namin dyan, more than anything else, it's the health issue. Ayaw natin mabigla. Kinakalibrate namin yan together with DOH para makita kung meron bang spike sa COVID-19 or wala. Ang phase 2 ng aming program, which is on June 21st, that is when we will introduce the full service ng mga buses and buses. TNBS is now okay na. Ang susunod dyan is yung standard jeepneys, then yung UBs.
Okay. What about
Pero sir, kasi June 21 is still 3 weeks away. In the meantime, in between those 3 weeks, what do we have in mind in terms of recalibrating beginning June 2 down to June 20?
We will do certain adjustments at katatapos lang namin mag-meeting tungkol sa bagay na yan as to whether to agahan from June 21, make it earlier. What I mean is, itong schedule yan, tentative yan. Hindi naman yan taga sa bato. Yan ang schedule natin.
Oo. Yeah. Sir, paano yung mga bike? Hindi ba isa-subsidize ng gobyerno ang mga commuter? Baka pwedeng bilhan sila ng bike, di ba? Para ma-encourage din ang biking. Is that possible?
As far as biking is concerned, of course, ang DOTr is supporting yan, yung non-mobility transportation. In fact, yun nga, naghahanap kami na iba pang ruta where yung bikes can be used. Yung EDSA talagang meron yan nakalaan na bike lane. Yung kagaya na sinasabi ni GM Jojo kanina. Trinay lang yan noong the other Sunday because there was an event. Pero yun na yan. We just wanted to make it secure for the bikers. Dahil alam mo, pagka walang barricade yan, siyempre pag nahaluan na ibang sasakyan, kawawa naman yung mga bikers.
Yeah. Sir, yung parking for bikes, yun ang dali nakawin kasi ng mga bikes.
Kasama yan. Of course, yung parking sa bike, we will have to coordinate with the establishments, yung kung saan yung pupuntahan mga bikers na yan. Sila na mag-provide nun.
Okay.
Sa motorsiklo, kailan nyo balak papayagan yung mga yung two
Backlighting.
passenger all over Metro Manila?
Depende
Marami
sa
nagtatanong
IATF. Hanggat merong COVID, hanggat merong COVID, I think that will be the situation. Bawal yung angkatan.
Kahit magkamag-anak, kahit magkakamag-anak,
Mag-asawa, mga anak, mag-ina, mag-ama, bawal.
Pagka pinasok po natin yan, sabihin natin may exemption, that will be a nightmare for enforcement. Siyempre, pag nakakita ka ng magkangkas, then i-flag down mo yan, hahanapin mo
Mag-asawa ba kayo?
Pati marriage certificate.
boyfriend ba kayo?
Kung talaga mag-asawa kayo, halikan mo siya.
Oo nga, mahirap nga yun.
Well, sir, much of the attention has so far been devoted to EDSA. I mean, when we were talking with Jojo Garcia, it was all about EDSA basically. But for example, Commonwealth, the whole stretch of Commonwealth, puro mga tao nakatira dyan sa dulo ng Commonwealth. And ang maraming taong nakaabang kanina sa kalsada were people along Commonwealth hoping to go to EDSA. What about those I don't know if you even call it secondary road kasi it's a highway already by itself. So what about for example Commonwealth? What measures do we have in mind? Wala namang bus na nag-apply dun so far yet. Wala ring jeeps na pinapayagan. In the end, how do you get people to move around?
Sa June 21 nga raw, di ba?
Bukas 500 buses sa tatakbo sa Commonwealth from Angat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
500?
Yeah.
500.
Sir, dami yan, 500 buses.
Total, nababanggit ni Ed yung iba-ibang mga main arteries natin. What about C5? The C5, do you see a strategic role and option for C5 given everything the planning for EDSA?
Yes, kasama yun sa plano. Meron din tayo naka-assign na ruta dyan sa C5. Yung magkukonect ng BGC to Katipunan.
Okay.
So kasama yon sa 1,800. Ganun po ba yun? Na sinasabi nyo ngayon 4,000 but now it's going to be trimmed down to 1,000 something.
Yung 4,600, yung pa rin yun. But we redistributed the buses dito sa 31 routes na ito.
Okay, alright.
Ang limited bale yung buses along EDSA. Your target is 600 thereabouts. To fly EDSA lang at hindi lalagpas, hindi liliko. Walang biglang liko.
Walang
Iba yun eh.
unahan, walang karera, walang bakuran, walang bababad.
So gaganon-ganon lang sila.
Yes.
Ikot.
Ikot lang. Carousel.
Yeah.
Carousel ang tawag namin.
Carousel pala.
Okay, sir.
All right.
Well, we hope to see I suppose major improvements in the next few days and weeks, not just along EDSA but along the major roads as well kasi wawalan sila yung tao eh. Kasi nakikita niyo siguro mga picture kahit sumasampa sa mga government vehicles wala nang social distancing, nakasiksik na sila dun sa mga government vehicles eh.
Desperate to get to work. Ang dami na siguro ngayon na nag-absent ulit.
Tonight.
Hindi namin kinakailayan. In fact, kaninang umaga, break of nag-iikot na kami, surveying kung ano nangyayari sa ground. Kaya we decided itong gagawin natin. Tomorrow, as far as Commonwealth is concerned, papasok natin yung mga buses.
Okay.
Yun, I think that's good news for a lot of people. Sir, pero 500 ang dami na kasi along EDSA you're just talking about 90 buses
Mahaba yung ruta na yun eh. From Angat in the north, ano?
Angat.
Dadaan niya ng Fairview.
Angat, Bulacan, di ba?
Fairview.
Yes.
Bulacan.
Yes,
Dadaan niya
Bulacan.
ng Quirino Avenue, tapos Fairview, tapos Commonwealth. Then it will end up in Quezon Up.
Please make
Okay.
We should brace ourselves for more traffic.
Sana.
Okay,
We request the public
Yes, sir.
to bear with us. No? Gusto mo natin
Yes, sir.
maayos yan.
Yes, sir. Sir, we hope we can have you again later this week so we can have a reassessment and see what needs to be adjusted along the way and recalibrated along the way. Sir, maraming salamat po, ASEC Bert Suansing ng DOTr. Thank you, sir, for joining us.
Salamat po.
Maraming salamat po.
And that will be all for this edition of The Chiefs. We hope what was discussed here will keep the conversation going. I'm Edwin Gaupa News.
I'm Ann Pamintuan of the Philippine Star.
I'm Lucy Cruz Valdez of News 5.
I'm Robbie Alampay, and we are One News.